Hey, what's up? What's up, everybody? STS here. Welcome to another simple review. This film we're going to talk about is another disaster film in what way. And this film before that, I was not going to watch at first, because I was not going to have time. Well, it's midnight today. I think it is. It's 12:31, or we watched this 91 minutes ago, and I decided I want to watch this film and watch it. This is this right here. This visit with my grandma. I watched not only one video I watched Into the Storm with her, and then I watched what's the other film I watched? Oh crap! I watched something else. Brain fart. Oh yeah, East of Eden. Well, now we're at the Last Voyage. Key line: before Poseidon, there was the Last Voyage, and that's true. This is before. Poseidon Adventure. The Last Voyage, starring Robert Stack, Dorothy, Malone, George Sanders, and Edmund O'Brien. This is it. I mean, this is a film that I think maybe was the first disaster film. I don't know yet. I don't have the. This was pretty good. Did it get awards? I think it probably was. This is probably the first ever national disaster film. And I think, and also, in short words, this is pretty good. Pretty intense suspense here. It's very different, because in this way, how in Poseidon Adventure, you have Gene Hackman and all of them, they survive, they're going their own way. This was basically, you had more, there's more footage, it shows the team of the workers trying to fix this engine room fire that went out of control. Because when this first starts, it just goes off when there's little fires, and then it gets worse because of the first little fire. One of the things got frozen off in the boiler room, and all hell breaks loose. And then it cuts to Robert Stack and his wife and their adorable little girl. I tell you what, when I look at the girls, I was asking my grandma, or I was talking to my grandma about, the girls, kids back then looked more smarter. I mean, they just looked very weird, and well, then again, they probably was a couple of ages older than their kids' age or whatever. But this is the synopsis from the Wikipedia thing. The screenplay centers on the sinking of a aged ocean liner in the Pacific Ocean following an explosion in the boiler room. There are some plot similarities to the disaster involving the Italian liner SS Andrea Doria, which sank after a collision 4 years earlier. Damn, this budget was $2 billion? Damn. But the thing is, though, I mean, it's cool, but the thing is, though, there's no other people except you get to know, the only people you get to know in this film is the crew, the dick-headed captain, because he's a douche, and that's played by George Sanders, I think. He plays a douche captain on here. Oh, can we call, it's going to be, sir, we need to get these, call him up now. No, the damn thing we will not sink. The hoverboard, or whatever the hell, the hoverboard will help keep it through. What a coward scumbag this guy was. Did you find it real alarming that his dad died on Titanic? And then he dies too. Sorry, spoiler alert. He died too. But later in the film, he realizes, he was wrong, but he dies, the last word. Robert Stack, and he does a dude role, and this is the first full film I've seen Robert Stack in, besides Airplane or Hot Shots. I think he's in Hot Shots, But I don't know about Dorothy Malone's work, because I hardly don't watch older films, because I get kind of bored easy. Like the 30s and 40s, I'm not really into those eras for some reason, except Three Stooges. But and I thought their daughter was going to die, because in this back here, it's just them, because his wife is mainly stuck the whole entire film. And I thought she was going to die. At first I thought the kid was going to die. I tell you what, the most intense stuff when it starts is when because when their room is actually a couple floors down from the engine room in the bottom of the ship, whatever. Well, that thing blows up in 20 minutes. That's when it starts. 20 minutes, and also 20 minutes. That's when the whole hell break. Well, it's when it starts to go down, or not go down, but the shit going up and stuff, and that blows up. And I think the most intense shit was the little girl, when, because they have open. There's like the part where Robert Stack's character and his daughter, she's the one par across the wall. In the middle, and right in the middle is a broken, all down to the engine room. And then he's out there and he's trying to help her out, and things ain't working and stuff like that. And that was the most intense. That was hard to watch. But he got over it though. She's the first one saved and whatnot. Dorothy Malone's character. I mean, geez, she was stuck in there forever. She was contemplating like suicide or something. Like, what the hell? Because everything they try to do went to shit. And then you find out the crew members, they're like, they keep marring themselves. The first one, the chief, marred himself, tried to do it, it exploded. That's when that ship, the part of the ship exploded. Captain Douchey, I don't care. Yeah, Edmund O'Brien plays, let's see what he plays on. He plays something. He plays second engineer Wash, and he did a pretty good job. He goes off on the captain so many times, it's great. But I would have to say, but then the thing is, at the film, and at the very end, because they rescue her, I thought that was great, because I felt like she couldn't die. But the last 10, 15 minutes, that's when they get shit, what they need. Because she's pinned down so bad, so hard, but they get it ready. But for the whole film and the crew, there's this random, there's this random black guy. Well, I don't like calling him black guy, I like calling him brother. There's a random brother. And his name's Hank Lawson on here. And he's played by Woody Strode. And I thought it was Captain Credits at first, but no, it's not him. It's Woody Strode. And this guy, I found out he used to be a former wrestler and whatnot. But I tell you what, I know Robert Stack, main character and everything, but my favorite character was Hank Lawson, the brother in the movie, or Woody Strode's character. He did a damn good job. I mean, because first off, I was just an extra, but he helped out. He helped out Robert and all of them, and helped try and get his wife and help other people. Awesome. With that famous handkerchief or whatever bandana right there in his neck and stuff. He's a badass. And he's my favorite character on here. I mean, Robert Stack was good too, but I mean, it was alright, I just, at the very end, things that I wish there could have been like meeting up because another ship meets them up. I wish they could have the kid, their daughter, meet up with them. Like, oh, he made it, but they didn't have that at the end. But yeah, everything went safely. I mean, except a bunch of people died. But it was the first disaster film where you get to see more of what's going on with the team and stuff like that. But it was very entertaining. Very entertaining. I definitely recommend this film. Any disaster film, I mean, some disaster films don't work. But I had fun with this one. It's pretty good. Is this rewatchable? I don't think so. I mean, I don't know. It's not rewatchable. I mean, I want it done. And if I wanted to see this, I'll just rewatch my own review of it, But Last Voyage, I'd recommend this as a good film to check out. If you like natural disaster films, or disaster films, check this out. I think this is pretty good. I never seen this before, and I checked it out, and I thought it was badass. But thank you for watching a simple review. Hey, if you have comments or feedback, give me a comment. This movie's good, it sucked, or or anything. Always hit me up, But that is The Last Voyage from 1960, and I am Sam Slam. And we'll see you later for the next simple review. Rock and roll.